Um, going from yesterday, we have sad news in the world of acting and comedy. Um, Bob Saget has just died. Um, now he, Bob Saget was born Robert Lane Saget on May 17th of 1956, and he died yesterday on January 9th of 2022. And he was an American stand-up comedian and actor, best known for his role as the character Danny Turner on the sitcom Full House from 1987 to 1995. And then he also reprised his role for the TV show Fuller House from 2016 to 2020. He also voiced the character. He also voiced the narrator Ted Mosby on the sitcom How I Met Your Mother from 2005 to 2014. And then he was also the host of America's Funniest Home Videos from 1989 to 1997. Um, now the funny thing is the TV show the TV show Full House and the TV show Fuller House and the America's Funniest Home Videos are family-friendly shows. Now, if you listen to Bob Saget do his comedy routine, the guy was very fucking filthy, and so he should have never been on these family-friendly shows, as dirty as he was when it came to comedy. Um, they have no cause of death for him yet. All they know is that he performed a show on January 8th. He was in Florida performing a show, and then he had put up on Twitter or Instagram or something like that all the other shows he was going to have for this year, and then after putting that up, he dies. But there is no cause of death yet. So, but they did say that they did not find any drugs. So there is no foul play, and so he did not die of a drug overdose, even though he did talk about drugs in his comedy routine. So I don't know if he ever used them or not, and I'm gonna assume that he probably hasn't, and recently anyway. And so it's not to bash him or anything like that, but he was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, to a Jewish family. Um, Hold on a second. His father Benjamin worked as a supermarket executive, and his mother Rosalind was a hospital administrator. Now both his parents are dead. His father died in 2007, and his mother died in 2014. He lived in the Bob Saget lived in the Encino neighborhood of Los Angeles before moving back to Philadelphia. He graduated from high school in 1975. Originally, Bob Saget did not have any plans to be a comedian. He did not have any plans to be an actor. He originally wanted to become a doctor. Um, but his honors English teacher, Elaine Zimmerman, saw his potential as a creative person and urged him to seek a career in comedy and film. Um, he attended Saget attended Temple University's film school, where he created a film called Through Adam's Eye, which was a black and white film about a boy who received reconstructive facial surgery, and he was honored with an award of merit in the Student Academy Awards, and he graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in 1978. Um, and then Saget would go on to Saget had intended to take a graduate course at the University of Southern California, but he quit after only a week. But Saget described himself at the time in the article by Glenn Esterly in the 1990 Saturday Evening Post that at the time he was a cocky, overweight 22-year-old. Um, and then he had a gang. Then he had a gangrene a gangrenous appendix taken out, and he almost died. And then he got over being cocky and overweight. And he started doing comedy and acting in 1987. Um, following a short stint as a member of the CBS TV show The Morning Program in early 1987, Bob Saget was cast as Danny Turner in Full House, which was a very successful show with a lot of family viewers, and that landed in the Nielsen's ratings top 30, beginning with season 3. During the same time he was filming Full House, he became a host of the America's Funniest Home Videos, a role that he held until 1997. Um, During the early 90s, Saget worked both on Full House and America's Funniest Home Videos simultaneously. In 2009, he returned to America's Funniest Home Videos for the 20th anniversary 1 hour special that was co-hosted with Tom Bergeron. Saget in 1996 directed the ABC television movie For Hope, which was inspired for the life story of his sister. He had a sister named Gay, who had died from sclerodoma 3 years prior to that. In 1998, he directed his first feature film, Dirty Work, which starred Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang. Sorry. It was released 1 year after he left his long-running role as host of America's Funniest Home Videos, but the film received broadly negative reviews from critics and it bombed at the box office. But however, it became a cult classic. It was due to partially Artie Lang's later popularity in the Howard Stern Show, where the film is sometimes mentioned, often in unflattering terms. I forgot about that. In 1998, Bob Saget made a cameo appearance as a cocaine user in the stoner comedy film Half Baked, which I own that movie. I have to watch it and see where he comes in at. Um, and going from 2001 to 2022, Bob Saget had a sitcom on the WB channel titled Raising Dad. It co-starred Kat Dennings, Brie Larson, and Jerry Adler, and it lasted only for 1 season. Um, for 9 years, he served as the voice of the future Ted Mosby, who narrated the CBS sitcom How I Met Your Mother, which ran for 9 seasons from 2005 to 2014. For 2 years, he hosted the NBC's game show 1 vs. 100 from 2006 to 2008. His HBO comedy special called That Ain't Right was released on August 28th of 2007, and the special That Ain't Right is dedicated to his father Ben, who died earlier that year due to complications from congestive heart failure. From 2005 to 2010, Bob Saget had a recurring role in 4 episodes of the HGTV series Entourage, playing a parody of himself, and he would go on to appear in the 2015 feature film Entourage, based on the same series. Um, Now, the most funniest movie he ever did, Saget wrote, directed, and starred in the animated adult film Farce of the Penguins, which was a parody of the 2005's March of the Penguins, and it was released in 2007. Bob Saget had starred in the Broadway musical The Drowsy Chaperone for a limited 4-month engagement. He played man in the chair, while Jonathan Cromwell, who normally played the character on Broadway, was with the national tour of the musical. Um, in 2009, he debuted in a new sitcom along with his co-star Cynthia Stevenson on ABC called Surviving Suburbia. The series, which was originally slated to air on the CW show, ended after only 1 season. In 2010, Saget had starred in an A&E series called Strange Days, in which he followed others in different activities and lifestyles, documenting their adventures in unusual ways. 2014, his book called Dirty Daddy was released, in which he writes about his career, comedy influences, and experiences with his life and near-death experiences. He embarked on a small tour in support of the book, including the Pemberton Music Festival, which he introduced Snoop Dogg prior to performing in his own set. In the same year, he toured Australia for the first time with a stand-up show called Bob Saget Live, called the Dirty Daddy Tour. The show was performed in major cities of Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, and Perth. In 2015 and 2016, he guest starred in 2 episodes of Grandfathered, which starred and the TV show was produced and co-starred his Full House co-star John Stamos. From 2016 to 2020, Bob Saget reprised his role as Danny Turner for 10 episodes of Full House's spin-off series Fuller House, which included its series premiere and finale. In 2019, he was announced as a host of ABC Videos After Dark, and Saget hosted the game show Nashville Squares on CMT. In 2020, Bob Saget launched a podcast titled Bob Saget's Here For You with Studio 71. He also competed in Season 4 of The Masked Singer as a squiggly monster. Saget was also known for a lot of his charitable work. He was a member of the Scleroderma Research Foundation. His scleroderma efforts benefited such celebrities as scary movie star Regina Hall. In an interview with Ability magazine, Saget discussed how his sister Gay was diagnosed with scleroderma at 43, and she died after a 4-year battle with it. Um, Now, it comes to the point where he dies. Um, Obviously, they don't know his cause of death yet. Like I said, it could be a few weeks or so before we find out. On January 9th of 2022, Bob Saget, who was staying at the Ritz-Carlton Orlando Grand Lakes in the unincorporated district of Orange County, Florida, which is on the other side of Orlando, was found unresponsive in his hotel room around 4 p.m. The emergency responders were called, and they pronounced him dead at the scene. Now, it says he was 65 years old, but no cause of death was available. But police said that there was no foul play or drug use detected because they didn't find any drug bottles in his room or anything like that. But Saget was in the midst of a stand-up tour, and he had performed in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, the day before. Some of the co-stars from the TV show Full House gave their condolences. After news of his death broke, several of Bob Saget's Full House co-stars had released statements about his death. John Stamos, one of his co-stars, said that he was brokenhearted and gutted. Candace Cameron Bure had called him one of the best human beings that you could ever know. Dave Coulier said that his heart is broken, and he referred to Bob Saget as his forever brother. Andrea Barber had said that he had the biggest heart of anyone in Hollywood that you could ever know. Now, it is sad, though, but he was 65, but I guess we're going to find out what... I guess we'll have to wait for, like, a few weeks to find out what killed him or so. But now I'm really heartbroken by this, because I was at work yesterday, and I couldn't take any messages from my mother or brother. So I couldn't do a video on this yesterday, so I had to wait till today. But if you like the video, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, RBW King, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out, and thanks for listening.